is on GCMAF, and I want to pull up some of those articles. GCMAF is the granulocyte activating factor, and I have a series of articles on it that's quite interesting. It turns out, I'll be talking about this evening in hour 2 on the Rinse Network, but it turns out that vitamin D is linked to a granulocyte activating factor, and there's a cleaving enzyme that is called alpha-N acetyl-galactosaminidase enzyme called nagalase. And it turns out that Dr. Bradstreet and Dr. Gonzalez and others that were involved were working on a silver bullet for a number of illnesses. And it turns out that nagalase activities are activated by pathogens that actually secrete these as viruses or activate the production of them, bacteria like E. coli and other invading pathogens. And when they generate nagalase, it literally turns off your immune system to attack or prevent them from growing and taking over your body. It turns out nagalase levels are directly linearly correlated with cancer, with advancing diabetes, with autism, with multiple sclerosis, which is a stealth infection with an inflammatory reaction where the immune system is turned off so that the spirochete can activate autoimmune conditions attacking oligodendrocytes. So a whole range of conditions. In fact, 146 papers published over 13 years plus have shown nagalase and the use of GCMAF, which they now have one supplier in Europe, and we have, if you contact me, I will give you that information. I'll have to act as a go-between to help you contact so you can ship it. They only ship on a Monday or Tuesday. It works out to be about $100 per injection. They take injections twice a week if you have cancer. It's used for autism, for MS, for serious diabetes that's progressive. It's a silver bullet for cancer. 90% recovery if it's stage 2 cancer, and if it's combined with other types of therapies, such as I talked to Anne-Marie Eisels in the clinic, the Eisels Clinic in Santa Barbara with Dr. Kim and Dr. Eisels, the use of targeted therapy, hyperthermia, Coli vaccine, which is the special vaccine, and the dendritic vaccine, where they isolate the RNA of the tumor, amplify your T killer cells, and of course, if you use nagalase, blocked GCMAF, which you can now take by an intramuscular injection with a little diabetic needle twice a week. The reason why they ship it on Monday or Tuesday is because the GCMAF deteriorates 2% per day in activity at room temperature, so it's shipped in a frozen pack from Europe, and it has to arrive, therefore, in a special type of frozen pack, which they've designed before the weekend, so it's not sitting around the weekend at room temperature. It is amazing. And I made all the connections now that a week before these last 2 doctors were assassinated, because it's obvious assassination. Dr. Gonzalez died suddenly. Dr. Bradstreet actually had a bullet in his chest, one bullet in his chest that killed him. 3 doctors in Mexico and 2 of their nurse assistants also disappeared. No evidence as to where they are or what happened to them. All involved with doing research on GCMAF. The various websites were shut down for sale of it. There were several different companies trying to make it, one in Japan, one in Israel. The only one successful with a 24-step process that has live culture proof that it has macrophage activating factor is the European one, the most advanced in terms of the science and the validation with the live cell cultures. And if you contact me, I'll give you that information. I recommend anybody with cancer takes our full protocol of Malignarest, Malignablock, ellagic acid, Myco D2, Inflamex, cell defense, etc., and then takes the GCMAF. They can also obtain through sources the Layout, which is vitamin B17. It's again given by intramuscular injections. There are a number of clinics. The one that I like the best is the Eisels Clinic, which has a branch in Tijuana for the Colis and dendritic vaccine, and the Santa Barbara Clinic with Dr. Eisels, is the son of the originator of the clinic in Germany and Tijuana, and the mother, Anne-Marie Eisels, who's been working with her husband for over 50 years, and is now, if you want to call it, one of the senior coordinators for care for Eisels. She's one of the main people to answer the phone. The Eisels Clinic's branch in Santa Barbara is, to me, the most advanced and comprehensive of the clinics. They do much more than just the Brzezinski at a much lower cost of targeted therapy and many other treatments to help your body fight cancer. Think of cancer as an infection on the basis of a toxic tissue that has a low redox state. Think of many of the illnesses that we have, like multiple sclerosis and diabetes and so on, as infections, and there are an inflammatory component to them. That's why when we kill off the stealth pathogens with Nutriodine, Allicin Med, and silver 100, when we block mitochondrial degradation, when we increase the macrophage activating factor. And by the way, we have now specials of our most powerful immune stimulant, most powerful antioxidant, most powerful virus and bacterial blocker is NutriDefense, which I personally designed.